How's it going, guys? We're here and there's a update for Rust, and this is titled the Modular Turret Update, or the February 2020 update, whatever you want to go with. And we've seen some huge changes to turrets, which we will go over here in a second. But there's a few other things I wanted to go ahead and cover. So before we dump into that, there's the Steam Rich Presence. I don't know if you guys have heard of this yet, but it allows like more details to be put on people when they're playing a game. So now Rust has support for that. So it might say, you know, Alistair is exploring a monument. You know, 69-420 is sitting in his base or whatever, you know. So that's kind of a cool thing. And but I see some problems coming from that. People already stream snipe like mad. So being like, can you imagine if someone's on your friends list and you didn't know they're your stream sniper, and then they see, oh, they're at a monument? I don't know. But anyways, that's kind of a cool little addition. You'll probably be seeing that as you check out your Steam stuff, which is quite cool. And I think I'll have a picture of it saved here just from the devlog. There's some more MIDI support for pedals has been added. Vehicle parenting has been rewritten by Andre, and it should hopefully be a lot better. Their parenting system, I guess, the problem with it was kind of like a hacky and a short solution for the cargo ship to like let people walk on it. But now with, you know, cars and other stuff coming, and just with all the vehicles, they really wanted to like flesh it out, and Andre's done some great stuff with that. And then in addition to that, they've optimized large maps. So they've reduced the number of objects on a 5,000 map by 20%, a 6K map by 30. So a 6K map now has less than a 5,000 map, so that's kind of cool. So they've got some other stuff going on there, and they're still testing on it, of course. Building is also now blocked on roads, so you'll actually notice we're not on a road. I usually am for my videos, and you'll see that we can no longer build here. This is so people can't block up the road for cars, so anyone can traverse it. And you'll see it has a little bit of an area. And then there we go. We can basically place right here. And then it also has kind of like a height too. You could honestly build like a gateway over it kind of thing, but it would look weird. So one way or another, you can't really block up the roads anymore, which is gonna be nice for when the vehicles come in. And then they've been working on skeleton optimizations. Bill was able to reduce the cost of dressing a player by 25 to 30%, less garbage produced when dressing a player, and also reduce the cost of spawning ragdolls. So that should help with some people for performance. Hit detection was also updated by him. Overall cost of players is reduced by 5 to 10%. Hit detection has been reduced approximately 30 to 40. Hit detection is now garbage free, so there's no garbage collection when detecting hits, which should really help. And they also reduced the player dressing costs another 10%. So Bill has been, you know, killing it here and just trying to optimize as much as possible. Hopefully some people should see some good changes there. Also with the fireworks added, people were going kind of crazy with them, so now there's a way they put in the back end to limit fireworks on a server. If there's so many that are actively lit, it's going to postpone them from going off until the previous ones have, to stop servers from dying and eating their own butts. So that's probably a good thing right there. Next, we have new features for server owners. There is now a temporary ban. So you can ban people. You can do like days or weeks or months, whatever you might want to do. Message of the day is now an option. You don't need a mod for that. And then there's also a new spawning command you can screw around with. And one of the big things, guys, I know we all have this quit game and that button doesn't work. Well, guys, it actually does quit to the main menu. At least for me, they think they fixed it, so that is amazing. Jared is continuing to work on MIDI support for the new instruments that have been added into the game. And there's a temporary fix for people who are crashing directly after, joining a server. Alistair has said that for now, until they're able to fix it, a workaround would be setting at a lower resolution when you load into a server, and then upping your resolution maybe 5 to 10 minutes or so after being on the server. I mean, under 5 minutes is probably fine. A minute or two is good, but you know, if you just want to be safe, upping the resolution then should be fine and you shouldn't crash. So it is a resolution issue. Now we've got a couple more changes here, and it is on horse armor. The base wooden horse armor no longer requires to be researched, and this one has been reduced. Road sign is 125 now to research. They've also seen some stat changes. As you can see here, protection is 50%, rider protection 50%. So I believe what has happened is rider protection went up about 10%, and it used to be 500 scrap to research, so that is kind of a big deal. If we go ahead and go into crafting and type in horse, we'll see here that it has been reduced by 1 road sign and a sewing kit, I think. Yeah, 1 road sign and a sewing kit should be it. And you'll see that a workbench 1 is required to craft this guy, but is now default, and it is 2 ropes and 300 wood, which it used to be 600 wood. And the rider protection has actually gone up on it as well to 35 from, I believe, 30 or something like that. I can't remember. It went up just a little bit. So yeah, that's actually a really nice little thing. And it also has, you know, that storage, which is a little bonus over the road sign. So anyways, those are some nice little changes, hopefully incentivizing people to actually use it a little more. Also, with the new open roads, horses should be much nicer. We've got the new feature called the ring road, and you've got this one big ring that I guess maps at least 3,000 size. It was supposed to be only 4,000, but they're able to squeeze into 3,000 maps. And yeah, you can see it's just this big old ring that just goes around, and then it branches off to the different monuments. So it looks a lot more realistic. It's kind of like a more real kind of road. Obviously there's gonna be some weird stuff, and they are currently working on getting bridges back in, so that is something that's very exciting. This is all in prep, of course, for vehicles, so that is a nice little addition. Another cool thing added this update is going to be your life stats. So you can actually click this now after you've died and get detailed stats. Distance walked, ran, damage taken, damage healed, time in wilderness, time in monuments, time in a base, time in swimming, time boating, time flying, and players killed, scientists killed, animals killed within that life. And I think this is a really cool little details. You can keep the stats here, and I can't wait to see what people do with mods of this. Maybe even like a leaderboard of some sort changes. Definitely be a really cool thing as well. And hey, you know, if your buddy's like, well, I did more damage than you, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, here you go. Now you've got the solid proof. Well, the main thing we're here for is the turrets, right, guys? So let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the auto turret, because it has gone ahead and it's targeting computer, CCTV, and 10 high qual. Still level 2 required, but now it no longer has a weapon. You get to choose your weapon and your ammo type. Now, if you saw my previous videos, I had them all set up and I had them shooting at different things, but this time we're just gonna, you know, go ahead and show you kind of what they just look like, and we'll play around with a few of them. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna spawn a few NPCs out in front of us here, and we're gonna come right back and check it out. Alright, we got all sorts of little floating NPCs around here, and we're gonna go ahead and, yes guys, you can put an Ioka in there, look at it. So we got the Ioka, and we're gonna go ahead and put this in, and let's turn on that generator, flip the switch. So you see it actually has to reload now, so that's a bit of a change to turrets, but they can also use any ammo type. So let's go, actually, let's put some incendiary shells in there, turn it back on. So it might not be the best thing for your wooden house, just saying, but attachments also make a difference as well. But let's go ahead and just see. I'm going to show everything. All these are the weapons that work. Bows and stuff obviously aren't going to. They're, you know, they're not a gun. And then also it's rocket launcher and the multiple grenade launcher got removed because they're just a little too OP. So you can see, I mean, the nail gun fits in there. Water pipe. Revy. And if you want, you can watch my other video to see, you know, each one in action. This, I'm just gonna kind of show them what they look like in the turret. I like that the pumpy looks like appropriate in there, you know what I mean? It just kind of fits. Star doesn't look too bad either. Here's the classic turret noise. Oh man, you're gonna have to put them in a custom to make it sound like a custom now. AK, so you can see the AK actually has attachments on it. We're gonna go ahead and, I don't know, give some incendiary ammo. So boom, incendiary ammo. AK, it has a muzzle brake like a noob on it, less recoil, right? And boom. AK turret. Okay, it's slaughtering like everybody. Let's pull out for a second. Alright, so we got the AK in there. Let's see what else we're at. Bolty. Yes, you can put a bolty. Yes, scopes make a difference. But they aren't as powerful as it would be wielding it in your own hands. I can't speak. So, let's go back over here. We kind of get a better angle on it. Spaz looks crazy in there. I love that. I think it looks good. MP5 with Ensign is a pretty good combo, guys. I'll let you check that out on your own. I think that thing looks pretty boss in there. We got the LR, of course. And, yeah, L96. All right, let's go. This one's got a silencer and a scope on it. So, boom, let's go ahead and do that. And, boom. Boom. So it's kind of slow, but hey, I mean, it's kind of OP too. So, you know, you got to kind of balance it, right? And of course, the M249 can be used. And this guy, I actually put a holo and a flashlight. And what you do is if you actually turn on the flashlight ahead of time and stick it in here, it actually has a searchlight on the turret. Look at that. How cool is that? And of course, the M249 turret just absolutely murders people's faces. So yeah. Whew. It's definitely very cool. So guys, those are the big changes. Let me know how you feel about them. I'm kind of sad the multiple grenade launcher rocket just didn't get nerfed instead of removed. But hey, maybe something in the future. Plus, we also do have the SAM sight, which also I'd like to mention some of the glitches with the SAM sight they've addressed as well with this patch. So that should be nice. It shouldn't be like shooting at your walls and doing other weird stuff. Also, you can't pick it up if it has ammo inside. So that's a good thing to note. With this, you cannot put broken weapons in the turret, and as they run, it uses up the weapon's durability as it normally would. So you're gonna have to keep an eye on your turrets and make sure you keep your weapons in them nice and in order. And like I said, they all have the reload time, so you know the longest fire rate is gonna be from the M249 because it has the biggest clip available so far. So that's kind of something to keep in mind right there. So that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Should have some more information on some other cool stuff soon. Also, if you didn't notice, there is mention of a minigun being made, and I got a little bit of information on it, but not much. It is something that we ourselves can wield. I don't know if it will also be mountable. That would be kind of cool, but on a car that might be OP, or on a helicopter that might be kind of OP, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, guys, there's a minigun coming up. If I get any more information on it, as soon as they can share pictures, I will, trust me. So, alright guys, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful wipe.